What's up, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters, Daniel Roden, Apache Overlord, Alec Eccentric, Tech Snow, Ross Lingard, and John. Thank you all so much for your support, and if you want to support us on Patreon, feel free to check out the link down below to find out more. Thanks again. You know, we've been meaning to do this one for a while, but just hasn't come to pass. I wonder why that is. Oh yeah, because I'm a loser. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you... Never mind, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get demonetized.
Death battle me.
Yes. Death battles. Yeah, we've been meaning to get back to these. Next one I'm excited about because it looks like it's actually going to be two of my favorite anime. That's right. I'm calling the other one an anime. The next one after this one's going to be Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist versus Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh,
I have no horse in that race.
Oh, I have both horses because I like both characters.
I have many horses.
Picture like Nate stunt riding where he's like standing on top of two horses, you know,
pulling the Jean-Claude Van Damme and doing the split.
Yeah.
Both series seem cool, but are both series that I just never got around to checking out.
Well,
really.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Also, it still really fucking annoys me. Like, I know there's a reason for it. Everybody always explains there's a reason for it. I don't care.
And he
it
knows.
annoys me that a child's voice comes from a giant tin suit of armor. I understand there's a reason for it.
It's
it
weird.
Still annoys me.
It's weird that a child's soul is possessing armor. That's pretty weird.
Unpopular opinion, like, I love Cowboy Bebop. I hate Radical Edward.
I love Ed. How do you hate
Don't
Ed?
like Ed.
No, it's fine.
Ed's like the best character.
Dude.
So,
You see,
just saying,
Nick, but
people
you
have
see,
unpopular opinions.
Nick,
It's cool.
Nick, these are variances of opinion.
Yeah.
You see, this is the point of conversation. This is the point of having multiple viewpoints because you don't have to like the fact that Micah doesn't like Ed, and I don't have to like the fact that you don't like Alphonse's Alphonse's character.
Yeah, I think that's the ground we just covered.
That's just it's all about the ability to agree and disagree.
I have
as long
no,
as we come away with it, we don't we're not killing each other. Because this isn't like an anime
But
form
I
where
actually-
we're just going to be like killing each other.
Also, I have no complaints that I know of about Last Airbender, and still would like to watch it at some point. I just have not had time.
Which we got it right over there. Still got the Blu-ray.
I have
set.
the full series too. It's still in a plastic wrap.
We need to restart that.
Was that the last like badass thing Nickelodeon ever did?
Possibly. I don't really know what they did after that, if they did.
Do they still slime people? I always like that.
Yeah, they do, but not as the frequency they used to.
And then you grow old and you realize that that's not as cool as when the grapist grapes in your face and people get graped.
The whitest kid you know, ladies and gentlemen. That is an old reference right there. Jesus Christ.
You know what was still badass all the way into college, though? It was the aggro crag.
Yes!
Because
Guts!
I went to...
Did you get, like, the piece of the crag?
ETSU, they had a all-night LAN party called Fragosity. And they had tournaments during that LAN party, and everyone who won each of the specific games tournaments competed in a final tournament at the end. What did they end up doing?
Was it a piece of the aggro frag? Or aggro
Yeah, the
frag?
prize was a
piece of the
They
crag.
made a piece of the aggro frag for the prize. And
Aggro
everybody
frag.
was like, "Oh my god!"
Saying
when they brought it
aggro
up.
frag. Why did I say aggro frag? Because that's that stupid mountain of mines that Ben and I did in friggin' Fallout 4.
The crag.
So that's actually my strategy. The one where they're on the bungees and they jump with the Nerf bow.
Oh, yeah, the bows, and they had to get them in the box.
When I storm Area 51, I'm actually going to pull up a crane with a bungee cord on, have a compound bow, and be like, that's my strategy, so...
I can't remember what they did. They had them all play an older
They'll
game
never see it
first,
coming.
and then the final top two, had to play Jenga.
Oh.
And the winner of the Jenga match took
They
the
get...
the aggro crag.
Do you think this whole Area 51 thing is going to be when the government finally pulls out their big ploy to pretend UFOs are real to get everybody to submit to their will? Is this going to be the big false flag that they finally say, fuck it, unleash the fake aliens?
Yeah.
Or the real aliens.
All of a sudden, they say that, and the ground cracks open in Nevada.
Yeah, they've got the full effects. They've got Tom DeLonge directing the alien invasion.
Actually,
the
Tom
fucking
DeLonge,
aliens
he could be
guys
directing it
on
and also
TV.
being in the action out there as one of the actors. He'd be like, "They're real! I told you! I fucking told you they're real!"
I think they're just going to blitz some people with an A-10 and get the boogaloo started, and then it's game on.
Mike is not going to be amongst the initial fray. He'll be there after to claim the...
I'm not bungee cord. They're not gonna.
Yeah, they won't be able to hit him.
Yeah.
As soon as people start dropping, it'd be over with. Let's be real. As soon as there was one body, it'd be like,
they'll either have the crowd control, like the microwaves or the sound emitters. I mean,
either that or the
start popping smoke. I mean,
either that or the riot things where they shoot that they had on Jackass 2, where they shot the like rubber balls everywhere. Do you ever see that?
I still think
you might do that.
if they don't have landmines, then they might just let those people come up to the actual base, like get in the fence and stuff, come up to the actual base, and then they're going to realize there's a giant metal door or something that they can't open. They're just going to be like, go away.
Yeah,
Like
I can see that.
the little eyeball probe from Return of the Jedi pops out of the wall is like talking to him.
Yeah,
How rude!
And then
Or the dude-
and then Tom DeLonge is just like, open the door, man, and the ball's like, just go right back in.
or worse, the dude from the Wizard of Oz that guards the gate to Emerald City is just like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that too. I can also see Dwayne, like, they would have like genetic copies of Dwayne the Rock Johnson just come walking out, just be like,
The ultimate security.
yeah, the ultimate security, just huge 6'5", 280-pound monster men, like jacked to the gills, and they're all just like, they said leave.
Yeah.
I feel like
Did
they
you
might
not hear
actually
them, motherfucker?
they might holy grail these guys and just like do the Monty Python taunts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now go away, or I will taunt you a second time. That'd actually be hilarious if there was actually a scientist up there, and he was just like, "Yo, mama ho,"
Yeah, your mama. Oh.
and then another one, and then one of them throws up from the ground, throws up, "Her mom gay," and the other one at the top are like, "No, you." Oh,
But the truth is, I'm sorry to break your spirits, but I'm just going to be real with you. Y'all ain't getting in Area 51.
No, they ain't.
That's not what it's about.
Y'all ain't getting-
It's the
about.
Y'all ain't
principle.
getting, y'all
It's
ain't
the
getting
principle. God.
This is to get it started. That's all it is.
Yep, it's the catalyst. It is the catalyst, the domino, the lead domino, if you will, of the entire downfall. And Micah will reap the benefits.
When me and Cocaine Bear are busting into Patterson to get the real UFOs.
Yeah.
If you got there and nobody else would go first, would you go first?
Oh no!
in. Hell.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. That's what's going to
No.
happen. Is
Well,
like
the
even if
fir-
a bunch of people show up, everybody's going to be like, "Who's going first?"
There was an
I
old
was-
Spartan saying, the
No.
first one through
Who's
the
going
wall is
first?
always the one to get bloodied.
It's already been planned out in the Facebook group. The Naruto runners are going first.
Yes.
they're the
Yeah,
fastest.
but the Naruto runners are going to be arguing among themselves who's going first.
That's why they're
And
gonna
none
throw
of
out
them are
smoke
gonna go
bombs first.
Nobody's going to go first. Everybody's going to come to a consensus like, maybe this is a dumb idea.
Already
Everybody's
planned
gonna
out in the
turn around
Facebook
and leave.
And then all of a sudden, in on a private helicopter, Tim McAfee comes in with a giant mech suit. He's just like, "Follow me!"
he's gonna say it's a mech suit, but it's gonna be a killer whale with his blowhole stuffed full of cocaine. He just, just drops it out of.
Now, Elon Musk has to
Cargo
show
plane.
up with his own mech too, and they have to be like different mechs that they've each custom built for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
and-
McAfee's
this
runs
mech
off
brought-
cocaine. His
This mech
runs off sunlight.
Actually, he could sell the mech too to other people, and like the not a flamethrower, totally not a mech.
I feel like it's gonna be like when Dexter and Mandark teamed up and combined the
Oh,
robots.
shit.
So it was a little short Dexter robot, and then the long.
Yeah, the long,
kinda-
long lanky Mandark robot.
And then we find out Cthulhu's actually running the government. He comes out and fights the mech suit.
Yeah, and just destroys everything.
I think we explained a
Cthulhu
lot.
pretty much is the government.
I've been saying
Hey,
it for years.
like Nick's shirt right there.
Yeah.
At night they return. At night they return.
At night they return.
Yes.
Terrifying.
Look him up on Facebook if you want to hear some.
Mark Zuckerberg's
dope,
alien
death
dad
lore
runs
from
out and
East
escapes.
Tennessee.
He's like, "Son."
And Zuckerberg's just like, "Daddy, Daddy."
See, that's why he started the meme, so he could bust his dad out.
Yeah. Oh, just broke the conspiracy right there.
Data,
Conspiracy
dude.
confirmed.
Data goes hard in the paint. I don't care what anybody says. I fuck with Data.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we got.
What y'all
complete-
laughing about, motherfuckers?
I don't know. What
Y'all-
were you laughing
Are y'all
about,
hating on
asshole?
Data?
Nope.
I like Data, but anyway, let's get to this.
The fuck?
This is a death battle. It's Johnny Cage versus Captain Falcon.
Today we've got data on basically everything we want to learn about, and with
23andMe, we get it. I've already done that.
sleeping in, guess what? It might have something to do
Certain areas, that's like a dating site right
with
there.
see what your genes have to say about your health traits.
Yeah,
and more.
only 23
Buy your
and
health
older.
and ancestry service kit
Why
today
23?
at
Why not?
.com/deathbattle. That's the number 2, 3.
Does it have anything to say about why your video queue's buffering?
Oh, it's because I'm hitting forward.
Oh.
I was hitting forward. Just to get
Wow.
through the
Whether it be
advert,
to save
because
the
I've done it
world
already.
or to benefit themselves, every warrior has a different reason for fighting.
But when they're also a kick-ass celebrity, all that matters is they bring the hype.
Johnny Cage, the stuntman turned legendary hero of Mortal Kombat.
Punch you in the
Captain
dick.
Falcon, the racer turned bounty hunter on the track of F-Zero. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Not sure I like that.
Why?
Mortal Kombat
This kinda
is a
freaks me
deadly
out.
tournament dictated
That
by
face
the
is now.
elder gods to decide the fate of entire worlds. Its contestants only include the best of the best. Whether you're a four-armed beast intent on conquest, a ninja assassin seeking vengeance,
Or a washed-up Hollywood movie star looking for your next big break.
Johnny Cage was a global phenomenon known for his over-the-top and dumb-as-hell action flicks.
You're dumb as hell. His movies are awesome. We got Ninja Mime, Citizen Cage, Broke Nose Mountain, and my personal favorite, Tommy Scissorfist. Oh, it's the only movie that ever really made me cry.
But as with most celebrities, Cage's fame eventually cracked. Audiences lost interest in his stunts, and critics claimed he was a fraud.
Which is bullshit. So to prove himself, Johnny naturally decided the best idea would be to join the deadliest martial arts tournament ever. What better way to stick it to him and show him you're the real deal than to save the Earth from an alien takeover?
I guess Cage didn't really know what he was getting into. Luckily, he's no ordinary stuntman.
Fans think my moves are all wire work and special effects. I am the special effects.
This guy's trained all across the world. He's mastered 4 different martial arts, including Bruce Lee's real-life Jeet Kune Do. He's got nunchucks, brass knuckles, and his wicked cool Bowie knife.
So when it came time to save the world, Cage could certainly hold his own against the greatest martial artists in the universe.
Good thing, too. The lightning god Raiden really needed some help, because the Outworld warlord Shao Kahn was just one tourney win away from taking over Earth. Okay, seriously, why does everyone always target Earth? I live here. It's not that great.
Against the forces of evil,
Agreed.
What are you
Cage
talking
discovered
about?
He was more
It's
adept
better
at
than
this sort of
Outworld.
thing than even he expected. He possesses a mystical power passed down through generations, originally stemming from a Mediterranean war cult which bred and trained combatants to fight among the gods.
Sure. That's not random at all.
This power manifests not just as a shield against divine forces, but also as a mythical energy Cage can weaponize.
He can fire Shadow Bolt energy balls, punch you to pieces with a Shadow Uppercut, do a Guile impression with the Eclipse Kick, and knock the shit out of you with his patented Shadow Kick.
But even with these powers, Cage is still a mortal man. Whenever he found himself in trouble, he needed a go-to technique to get out of it.
Oh, and he came up with the absolute perfect move. It's the Nutcracker, the Berry Buster, the Infertilizer,
Berry Buster.
Beanbag Barrage,
The Infertilizer.
the kind of blow, and my personal favorite,
Yep.
the Help Doctor. I think they're in my ribcage special.
Oh.
That's horrifically disturbing.
It's
Yes.
inspiring, that's what. He's strong enough to rip your whole body apart and send your Johnson flying off to another country. Fatality! Oh, God, what the hell?
This is my first rodeo.
Despite Cage's crude and downright juvenile behavior, he proved worthy enough to be a champion of Earthrealm.
The dude's strong enough to chop through a human head, a chunk of titanium, and even diamond.
Applying the density of diamond, crushing some of this size would require nearly 50 million joules of energy.
That's like getting hit by 26 monster trucks at the same time.
Cage is quick enough to dodge point-blank automatic gunfire and tough enough to power through Sub-Zero's Ice Blast, which stops or even kills most people instantly.
He's breaking those jumps apart like they're made of glass. Johnny even beat the shins off Shinnok, who's a freaking god.
Thanks to his ancestral powers, which seem specifically tailored for this exact purpose, which is pretty remarkable.
Shinnok's full power is a bit tricky to lock down, but he's pretty similar to Raiden, who fired a blast that obliterated this huge temple along with his enemies. So it's definitely a desperate max power move.
As Buddhist temples typically avoided the use of stone in construction, we took the typical composition of wood and concrete into account while measuring the structure to determine this blast must equal nearly 270 tons of TNT.
Damn.
More than enough to level an entire city block.
Damn! Who cares if Johnny's a pain in the ass when he can compete with power like that?
Well, he wouldn't be a pain forever. Page eventually found happiness with a family, including a daughter just as skilled as he is. He even earned new success in his film career with a series based on his adventures.
But he never got tired of defending Earthrealm from the forces of ugly. God bless that beautiful man.
Those are $500 sunglasses, asshole.
It's probably one of my favorite parts of the movie. Right?
Oh yeah.
One of the most accurate parts.
2560, and the world's gone crazy. Aliens are everywhere. We're traveling through space, and best of all, there's a brand new sport in town. An intense mix of high-speed racing with anti-gravity techno-whatsis. This is F-Zero. So much better than NASCAR.
You seem pretty chipper.
Oh yeah, F-Zero's freaking awesome. Why don't we have this in real life yet?
Probably because it's extraordinarily dangerous. On the F-Zero Grand Prix, one wrong turn can end your life.
Yeah, what's your problem? The ones that survive are the best of the best, including the champ himself, Captain Falcon.
What's up, Cap?
To most of the world, Falcon is a legendary racer and household name, but that's about it. Otherwise, he's a mystery.
Like Batman.
Sort of. Off the track, Captain Falcon is actually an accomplished bounty hunter, dedicated to a mission of saving the universe from the vile forces of Black Shadow.
Is that like a heavy metal band or something?
No.
Well then, dibs.
Black Shadow is a cold-blooded king of crime, determined to bend the universe to his will.
He's also got horrible taste and style. How often you think that thing gets caught on door frames?
Yeah,
Truly
that's
the
a good
most
point.
Evil of evils.
To take on Black Shadow, Falcon's a goddamn badass. He's super tough and super skilled in martial arts. Best of all, he's got a bunch of fiery super moves. The speedy Falcon kick, the unpredictable Raptor boost, and Falcon dive, where he humps people so hard they explode.
What?
Just calling it like I see it, Wiz.
Either way, as impressive as these techniques are, they pale in comparison to his greatest and most famous.
Falcon! Show me your moves.
He literally punches people so hard they explode in bird-shaped fire, which is awesome, but how?
Well, as evident from his other techniques, he's not moving so fast he's igniting the air or anything like that. Rather, Falcon seems to possess some limited form of pyrokinesis. And while the reason for this has never been specifically explained, the answer may lie within his sleek F-Zero machine, the Blue Falcon.
Oh yeah, this baby uses magnetic and G-diffuser tech to rocket over 1,500 kilometers per hour. That's more than 35 times faster than the Bugatti Chiron Sport, the fastest car in the world.
But when he wants to push the Blue Falcon even further, he taps into its hidden reactor might.
Now you might be asking, what's a reactor might? Oh, you know, nothing much. Just a magic piece of the Big Bang that birthed all of existence.
You'd think there are better uses for a fragment of creation than powering a race car.
No, I
So he's
don't,
got an
Wiz.
Infinity
Have you
Stone
seen what
powering
this
a race
thing
car?
can do? With the power
Pretty
of the
much,
reactor might, the Blue Falcon can go Beyblade with a move called Boost Fire. Check it out. The Blue Falcon becomes a deadly energy buzzsaw spinning so fast that it increases speed and can even fly.
A reactor might is bonded with its owner and can even be called upon from a great distance away. Therefore, Falcon can summon his vehicle to his side at any moment.
Reactor mites bottle up a ton of raw power. Put a few together and you can rip holes through dimensions. This one by itself went haywire and blew up this space station in one blast.
Based on the space station's size and the ensuing blast radius, this explosion must have held a yield of over 6 megatons of TNT. Oftentimes, reactor mites also grant their owners a variety of superhuman powers, some even bordering on unexplainable magics. While it's technically unconfirmed, perhaps the reactor mite under the Blue Falcon's hood is the source of the captain's curious pyrotechnics.
Who cares? He can punch a giant fire falcon of burning death, and that's all that matters. Like when he finally beat Black Shadow once and for all. Did he just explode the galaxy? Hell yeah!
Well, don't get the wrong idea. This blast of light actually originates from the exploding dark matter reactor, which has the power to rewind the Big Bang using all 6 reactor mites. It's a long story.
Oh, that's way less epic. Still, even beating up Black Shadow is super impressive. This guy could tank hits from a hulked out super alien, no problem.
Falcon's quick enough to take out multiple enemy robots in the blink of an eye, a feat which would require moving faster than sound. He can spot a sniper from several miles away and even survive an exploding rocket. His exact clone took multiple blows from specialized military personnel with no effect whatsoever.
And as a bonus, Falcon carries dynamite powerful enough to blow up this giant weather machine. That's like 100 sticks of dynamite in one. Where do I get me some of that? And whoa, wait a minute, that guy survived?
While Captain Falcon did accomplish his mission and rid the universe of Black Shadow's tyranny, it took more than one man to do it.
Oh, great. Here comes the power of teamwork bullshit.
No. I mean, Falcon is literally more than one man.
Go on.
The name Captain Falcon is actually a title passed through generations. To date, at least 3 people have claimed the moniker: Douglas J., Andy Summers, and Ryu Suzuku. Each new inheritor is chosen by the current Falcon, who seeks a worthy hero who can surpass him in skill and ability. So technically the latest to take the title, Ryu, should be capable of anything the others could do and more.
New life goal unlocked. Wiz, I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice.
While the man behind the mask may
Boomstick, come
fall,
on.
Captain Falcon will always ride on, defending the galaxy one raceway at a time.
Falcon punch!
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
I don't know who's gonna
But
win,
first, let me
man.
tell you how to make
Honestly,
your computer more anonymous
if it
than
weren't for
Captain
like the
Falcon
car's
with
powers,
ExpressVPN, a VPN where you can actually, make it look like you're in a different country and shit. Yeah.
dope.
I just rather get a cipher box.
You trying to beatbox and rap cipher? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
But I will talk about Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who you got and why? Or you didn't even have to say why, just who you got.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not super invested in either side, but I just feel like it's going to be Captain Falcon because I don't think Johnny's Elder God magic is really going to work on Captain Falcon. I'm not really sure. I don't know. That's going to come into play, but he's apparently powered by an Infinity Stone or something, so I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like however you're going to spin Johnny's resistance to like Elder God magic with his thing is going to be the deciding factor. I don't know.
Yep.
Well, he's still vulnerable. I mean, he's still
Right.
human. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, he was doing some crazy stuff, but I mean, presumably the TNT, the temple that exploded, like Johnny survived that. Is that why they went
Yes.
over that? Okay, so
Yeah, he survived that.
apparently it helps you survive more than just Elder Gods.
Oh,
Was-
blunt force trauma, but is that blunt force trauma more than a Falcon punch?
Yeah, I don't know because that was a lot more TNT that Captain Falcon was tossing around there. I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna go with Captain Falcon as well because I think the car is gonna play a lot into it.
When he was like involved in like galactic events rather than just like terrestrial events. I mean,
Yeah. So I'm going with Captain Falcon as well. How about you there, Chad?
Johnny Cage, dude.
Johnny?
Yeah.
C.
I'm hoping. I just like Johnny Cage more.
That's understandable.
I like the F-Zero games, though. They're fun racing games.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not a hater of those, but just like, yeah, Johnny Cage, he's a sleeper.
All right. How about you, Nick?
Okay. Here's the thing: is I usually try to look for the one thing that I thought could be a clear, like, trump card, like over another character during the death battles. I didn't see anything like that for sure, but I did kind of decide that yes, the car is kind of an advantage over Johnny Cage. However, I thought that Widowmaker's kit and like her abilities were going to allow her to beat Black Widow in that one fight. but didn't take into account the idea of her losing the ability to use half that kit because the battle was forced into close range.
And Black Widow.
So
is
I'm
deadly
calling
in
that
every
the
range.
battle is forced out of a vehicular situation and into a close combat situation at the end, and Johnny's going to win out.
Probably because he's got. This is why it's such a hard one to call, because Johnny has mastered 4 forms of martial arts, whereas we don't know the ones that Captain Falcon mastered. It's just they've talked about it.
Yeah.
So I really don't know for sure on this one, but I'm going to go with Johnny Cage, making it even 2v2.
Okay. All right.
I really don't.
This half the couch, Johnny Cage. That half the couch, Captain Falcon.
Either way,
We'll punch you in the dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Please don't do that.
I just feel like it seemed kind of slanted almost towards Captain Falcon. That's why I'm a little worried.
It did.
that is
That's
gonna-
also. It seems like it's a little more towards him.
and
That's why
that
I'm going
seems
for
to
the
be
underdog. as
formula.
well.
If that's the case, then I guess we figured out their formula. Whoever they're more slanted towards in the opener is actually going to lose.
But a lot of the shit that they were
I
giving
don't
to
think that's the case.
Captain
either.
Falcon
Jeez.
was like looking like it was from anime and shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
stuff he did in the anime, which I didn't ever know of until just now. And like Johnny Cage's stuff is all in the game and in cutscenes in the game.
Yeah.
I think
So-
they try to be unpredictable with these, especially after seeing that Ben 10 Green Lantern one where it didn't entirely make sense for
Yeah.
the way that Green Lantern won it. Like, and also that just kind of makes me have not a whole lot of faith that they're going to actually take all the facts into account whenever they do these fights.
Well, I mean, it is just an entertainment show. I mean, this isn't
Exactly.
science. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
How can you be
Like
psyched
the-
about something that
they're not
doesn't
doing it
actually
as close
exist?
to like the Ultimate Warrior or whatever that was. Is that what they called that?
What the
Ultimate Warrior, like where they
the
actually
historical
analyze
battles
like
and stuff?
old history warriors like ninjas and Vikings.
Oh, yeah.
Deadliest
Pit 'em against
Warrior.
each other. Deadliest Warrior, yeah. that one.
Deadly, yeah, dude. I
What a
remember that
show.
one.
So this is
Yeah.
kind of like the cartoon version of that,
Apache
but I don't
versus-
think they're quite as in depth with
Well,
this stuff as they are.
you got to
in
think
that one.
they're taking real world stuff into account, and they're
Yeah.
actually running tests, like actual physical tests that
putting
can be
data and
manifested.
stuff into a
Yeah.
simulation.
Whereas
before they decide.
this is just you see, and that's why people fell out of love with Deadliest Warriors, because they started going with like mythological stuff, like 100 zombies versus 3 vampires. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I never
Yeah.
saw
That was
that.
in season 3 after they got rid of Max Geiger, the computer guy from the first 2.
The one that I thought was bizarre was where they had William Wallace versus Shaka Zulu, and I was like, I don't know, I just thought that was super weird. Like,
Well, they're taking into account revolutionary leaders who eventually
I understand
got what
that,
they
but
wanted.
I mean, you're talking about like, I mean,
But Shaka Zulu also, you got to think about this. Shaka Zulu came after William Wallace, and in terms of the technological tree, they were both about equal. It's just
are you kidding me? Like
the Scottish had more steel.
they had a hide shield, like that claymore just like split it in half in like one shot. Like
Yeah.
the technology
Well,
was
yeah.
so
Well,
unbalanced
yeah,
in
but
that
also,
fight.
But not only that, but you got to think Shaka Zulu, a much more physically active individual than William Wallace. William Wallace was a brute on the field, whereas Shaka Zulu would go after your tendons because he would take down the bigger man by taking out his mobility and and there's actually, and plus they don't really take into account Shaka Zulu's like bullhorn technique when it came to warfare. How he would have a brunt like heavy artillery or like heavy shield men up front, and then he would have like cavalry or light guy,
Yeah.
guys with light armor getting around behind them.
That's fine, but
The
none
bullhorn.
of that matters
I
in
know
a
none of it
fictional
matters in
one-on-one.
that.
I mean,
one-on-one, but in terms of Shaka Zulu was smart.
no,
He
I'm
was a
not.
very smart
I'm not saying it
individual,
wasn't. I
and
just in the testing, like the physical testing they did, the resource disparity just seemed too huge to me. Because, like, I mean,
Well, yeah. Well, the one that actually surprised me was the Aztec Jaguar versus the Indian Rajput, which was ridiculous.
I never saw that one.
And then there was one where it was the Maori versus the Shaolin warrior, and they
That one
showed.
sounds familiar.
Well, the Maori
What
had.
about Johnny Cage versus Captain Falcon?
Yeah, I'm totally fucking
Sorry.
lost right now.
Sorry,
I just
sorry.
went. Ooh.
I just want to know what happens.
All right, let's get to it.
We
Sorry,
got too
guys.
off
Here we go.
topic.
3, 2, 1. Back to it.
You recording? Yeah? Okay. We're at the F-Zero Grand Prix, snagging some clips for my latest flick. That guy there? That's who I'll be playing. Yeah, you're looking at the next Captain Falcon. It's gonna be a pretty sweet gig for him.
Did you say you're the next Falcon?
Yeah?
Only one who can surpass Falcon can become Falcon. Show me your moves!
Okay.
You wanna go? Let's dance!
Oh.
Falcon kick!
You know
Yeah.
what they say, all's fair in show business.
Nobody says that!
Oh, here we go.
I have a feeling Cage has lost this. He already used the secret move.
Yeah.
You sports types really take auditions seriously. So cool.
Knee of justice.
Oh dear.
Oh God. Woo!
That's awesome.
Didn't expect him to use the speed strip.
That's pretty
Oh.
cool, though.
Hell yeah.
Foot to face way.
Am I good enough for you now?
Oh, he is gonna use it.
Uh-oh. Oh! Damn!
Only one can be worthy. KO!
Yes! Fuck yes! Oh, that was awesome!
Okay, just chill for a minute.
I'll have
Johnny
what he's
Cage
having.
certainly held his own against Falcon, with superior martial arts ability and matching Mach speeds.
But Captain Falcon wasn't a pushover and had plenty of experience with tricky opponents. Most of all, he had way more power on his side.
Let's compare some of Johnny's best feats to Falcon's, specifically crushing Diamond in the Falcon Punch.
Yeah, when he hit that tough son of a bitch, Black Shadow.
By measuring the area of effect and comparing that space to the heights of Captain Falcon and Black Shadow, we found that the electricity covered an area of about 300 cubic meters. Accounting for empty space, the amount of electricity needed to fill this area must equal at least 151 billion joules of energy.
That's the same as dropping 12 elephants on old Hornhead here, and over 3,000 times stronger than Johnny's Diamond Smash.
Captain Falcon was tougher too. He's survived a blast from a rocket launcher, but even more notably, he fared better against Black Shadow than Zoda did.
You know, that hulked out alien guy who survived the exploding weather machine when he wasn't all hulky?
So we can reasonably scale Falcon to Zoda, at least as far as those sorts of physical feats are concerned.
Look at that explosion! Based on its size, it's worth around 100 tons of TNT.
And while Cage's War Cult powers let him survive battling Shinnok, whose power rivals Raiden's 270 tons of TNT blast, recall that this ancestral defense seems specifically tailored to counter such divine forces. A bullet could still put Cage down. It has. And he's even died to lesser foes in alternate timelines.
And anyway, Raiden's final explosion attack is nothing compared to the raw power of the reactor might under the Blue Falcon's hood.
Numbers aside, this was a pretty even match, but Falcon's greater strength, toughness, and fiery arsenal tipped the scales.
In the end, Johnny just couldn't finish the race.
The winner is Captain Falcon.
Boo.
Okay.
I mean, that's why I went there, because it seemed like it was just
The
massively
car-
slanted.
The
I
car
mean,
makes him win. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
I kind of wish that they left that out of the fight and just
yeah,
like
I
tried
wish
to
it would've
explain
been
it.
man to man,
I
not
mean-
man and car versus man.
And they always usually give everybody all their tools, though.
That's true. It's just it's their series. They can do whatever the hell they want with it.
Lame.
All right.
I'm a sore loser, bro. You know this.
Of course I do. I remember those days of Skyrim where you kept dying and you
Let's
chucked
not talk about it.
Okay.
I'm just disappointed because I had beginner's luck when we started, when I first started doing this series with Nate.
How many was it in a row you got?
I think I got like 4 or 5 in a row before I
You've eventually lost one.
finally didn't guess one right.
Well, dude,
Now I've lost several.
I think I'm in the negative.
I've lost
already.
every time. Every time I pick the loser.
Well,
I mean,
it happens.
they're just for entertainment. Like, you know,
There's not
don't take them that
serious or
seriously.
nothing Like that.
Did
don't
I
take it
lose
that
my,
serious.
my nerd cred?
That's like
I don't have any
bragging
nerd
rights.
cred.
Dude,
Like,
no.
I guess every single one of these right, know what I mean?
Well,
I'm going to be
fun
ostracized.
little bragging
You're
rights.
really a jock, you cocksucker. Get the fuck out of here.
I guess
his name is Chad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like apples to oranges a lot of time. I mean, because there was like some like crazy like DBZ level explosions in that Captain Falcon anime. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, like,
Well, I think it was developed by Toei.
I mean, yeah, just always bet on any character that has an anime because they just take it over the top.
Yeah. There you have that.
Yeah, there you do. So, overall, man, I mean, I'm happy with this death battle, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. I'm sort of like how I felt last time when they did Ben 10 versus the Green Lantern. I'm a little bit perplexed with certain choices that they made.
The car killing him was kind of a shit. Like, you got to let the Falcon Punch take him out or something.
Yeah.
I guess
if
it
that.
kind of did,
Technically
but
it did.
only because
I mean,
the car knocked him out.
Just
It was
Right.
in
set
free
him up
fall
for it.
for him to like, you know, easy target.
He should have been
in the
knocked
air.
off the map by it and just unable to get back.
No.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I
Because that's
agree.
how I always get killed by Captain Falcon.
Just knocked off the edge.
Always.
Of course, yeah. But this was a pretty good. The animation was awesome.
Yeah.
The animations are always awesome when they do these. I mean, come on. And if y'all enjoyed this death battle, I mean, yeah, if you all are happy with the outcome, let us know in the comments down below. Or if you're not happy about it, you know, same difference. I mean, do you think Johnny Cage should have won that, or do you think they should have left the car out? I mean, yeah, choice is yours on how y'all want to go about it. But for now, that's going to do it for this episode of Renegades React. This was Johnny Cage versus Captain Falcon Death Battle. And yeah, if you want to see more, there's a subscribe button right down there. I think right below Nick's feet. So yeah, if you want to check that out, and also ring that bell if you want to stay notified every time a new video was released on the channel. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Chad.
I'm Nick.
We will see you all in the next one. Peace out.